There's one thing we know that is in your household that is a major appliance that breaks all the time is cardio exercise equipment. So let's say you're watching this and you're in the market for a piece of exercise equipment, whatever it is. And it's time to take a dump, so it's time to get your phone out and start shopping. Maybe that's what retail stores should do. Just put a toilet right in the middle of the store. Then you could go in there and shop. Yeah. So let's say it's time to purchase a piece of exercise equipment for your house. No, let's just say a treadmill. Let's use the most popular thing. Let's say John Q. Public is in the market now for a treadmill, and he orders one. Regardless of who he orders it from, let's just pretend they're not a local dealer. What happens?
It's just going to show up in a box outside their door.
Yeah, the damn thing's going to show up in a box. And then what?
Good luck.
Then they call their neighbors. Right? I'll give you some beer to hunt this thing down and do something we've never done before.
And then let's look at the manual and see if we can potentially put it together correctly and not pinch a wire.
Because here's what's going to happen to the poor bastard. Let's say he goes, well, that doesn't look that big. I could probably put it together myself. Mm-hmm. Right? That thing's going to show up. And Davey Cigarette, the truck driver, he's going to get out. He's going to dump it off in their driveway, and he's going to say, sign here, pal. Yeah. And John Q's going to be like, well, can you help me get it in the garage? No, it's curbside drop-off only. I can't, with my sciatica. I'm not going to get hurt. I get it, kind of. But then he goes to put the thing, then he opens it up and he goes, oh my God, what are all these pieces? And I got to get this thing from my garage down to here. Mm-hmm. How am I going to do that? So then he calls a buddy over. Mm-hmm. They don't realize with the folding treadmills, there's spring compression on the carriage. And if you don't,
way to lose a finger there.
It's a great way to lose a finger. And if you're not paying attention, you can. You need a ratchet strap. You need a thing to you need a heavy duty ratchet strap to hold that thing down and to assemble it properly.
What comes with the box is not safe enough.
Right. And then let's say you get it down to your basement. Now you got to put it all together. Yep. And there's all kinds of wires that can be pinched, all kinds of threads that can be crossed. Let's say you get it put together properly, and then you go to hit start, and it either doesn't power on or doesn't work. So you call up the company you bought it from.
1-800 never answer.
1-800 no help. Yep. And you're on hold for God knows how long with God knows who. And certainly whoever you talk to isn't going to have any idea what you're talking about. That's a call center person. Mm-hmm. That is a call center person that's looking at a diagram and they're 5 states away. And so ultimately what's going to happen is they're going to say, sir, we don't typically have issues out of the box. Are you sure you put it together correctly? Did you pay to have it delivered and set up? Mm-hmm. Now you have to pay to have a service tech come out to figure out what's going on. Maybe they send a service tech out under warranty.
And maybe within 2 months.
And
maybe within 2 months.
So then what happens is the company you bought it from goes, we got to find somebody local to go fix the thing. And so they call up a Treadmill Heroes. Yep. And they go, Treadmill Heroes, will you go inherit our problem for $55 plus mileage? So it might be $85. And Treadmill Heroes sits back and goes, we're not going to send a tech 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back after we've already paid someone to do the paperwork, to call the customer, to book the call. Now you're paying the tech in the van with the fuel that it takes to get there. And then if they determine there is a faulty part, a real out-of-box issue, now we got to pay somebody to order the part. Jerry, our parts manager, has to order the part. Megan at the parts warehouse has to receive the part. Mm-hmm. Katie has to call to reschedule the visit. The tech has to go back out and install the part.
Or even worse, some manufacturers make the customer call in. Bingo. So we can go ahead and do the service call. We can diagnose the issue. We can find the problem. And we can't even work with the manufacturer. All right, Mr. Customer. It's your turn. Now you got to call 1-800 never answer. Give them the notes, give them the sales invoice, give them the serial number, give them your blood type,
and it's important to say this is not exclusive to one brand.
No.
This is how the industry works. If you order a piece of exercise equipment online, and whether you have it installed or you install it yourself, you are in for problems, because if there's one thing we know that is in your household that is a major appliance that breaks all the time, is cardio exercise equipment.
You're literally banging on it. It's not a toaster. Break. It's not a washing machine.
Yeah.
You're thumping it.
It will break.
Yeah.
And you need to go into this knowing that it will break and you will need service at some point. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's critical to buy from a local dealer. Wherever you live, find a local dealer. And the number one question you need to ask is, how does your service take place? Not do you have a service department? Not do you offer service? Run me through the scenario when I buy that and it breaks, whether in 1 hour or 1 year or 10 years. When I call this number, what am I in store for? Mm-hmm. I can tell you what Treadmill Heroes is going to say. You call, we do it all internally. We come out, we fix it. Period. We're a service company first that just happens to sell exercise equipment on top of it.
Yep.
Like, and the industry has it so upside down that it's all sales, and we'll worry about the service. The service is a necessary evil.
As soon as that piece is out the door, it's over.
So
and it's too bad.
That's all they care about.
But when you buy from a local dealer, you walk in and you go, I want to buy that. The local dealer then delivers and sets it up. If they mess anything up, which accidents happen, they rectify the problem.
Yep.
If you need a part, if you've got an out-of-box issue, the local dealer takes care of all that. Not the contracted out delivery guy from the online company. He's there to do one thing. It either works or it doesn't. If it doesn't, sorry, call whoever you bought it from.
You think those guys hand out their personal cell phone number to customers?
Absolutely
My
not.
phone's littered with customers. Call me whenever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So buy it from a company that has internal service, and they put service first because it will break.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that. And you know what else is great too? The $3,000 that you spent on the cardio piece from the local dealer stays local. That $3,000 stays within your ecosystem that you live. Like, people don't think about that. Like, when someone spends $3,000 with Treadmill Heroes, that goes to 15 employees that pretty much, for the most part, with the exception of 2 or 3, live between Wilton and Durant. And all that money stays in the local economy. It doesn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. And so when you just take your $3,000 and send it to Utah, and then they farm out some guy that lives 3 hours away to come in and deliver it. So whatever you're buying, buy it from a local dealer and just say, how does service work? Man, I got all pissed off there.
Well, save yourself the headache. You're just trying to help people.
It's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. I'm supposed to be relaxing. You guys got me all pissed off. I'm yelling and screaming.
Be super duper.